So if you're in school, when I don't know how old you are, but if you can hang in there, if you're on campus, I might, stay on there for a little bit for a while. Because, like I said, I'll let you chime in on that. I just think this is just a bad economy. I came out in a recession, so I definitely know what's that's like. And but once again, I would keep grinding. And I thought Bruce said I had work study to help me get real world experience. So figure out how to get that so you can get in the door. Two things, I don't know if you're a little younger, a lot of times you can take a little less money. I don't know your situation. If you can stay home with your parents, stay there. A room up. Once again, like I said, it's just a bad job market, though.
Yeah, I would agree with Professor BlackOps on that. Like, what's happening right now is there's a lot of changes happening all at once. I think that's what's happening, is that you have an economic change on a national level, global level. You have people following the trend of, like you said, Elon Musk start firing people. And then now a lot of other tech billionaires are doing kind of the same thing. Plus you have them doing this whole restructuring of the federal government, or trying to anyway. So you got like 3 or 4 different things all happening at once. And so the market is unstable right now. Just think about it. You're a small medium-sized business owner, and you've got to hire, you've got all this in and out constantly going, right? You don't know how you're going to eat, because you don't know if you can get your next contract. Maybe you had a contract with USAID or something like that, and now they're talking about getting rid of it. They got rid of it, but now you've got all these people on a contract. Now you got to think about, okay, are we going to hit our revenues for the next year? Like, what's going on? You're probably going to hold back a little bit on hiring. You're going to pull back until things get more stable. So there's so much uncertainty that companies, organizations are like holding back and saying, okay, let's see what's going on. Even with the stock market, I mean, think about it. All these tariffs coming in and off. Let's increase it to this. Now it's going to be lower. Like, people are like, okay, what are we doing here? So the uncertainty is making an uncertain job market. And so I have seen a lower amount of opportunities coming my way. I'm still getting them, but it's less than it was, I would say, a year ago. I guess it's less than it was a few months ago even. So, that's kind of what's happening. Are there jobs? There's still jobs. It's just there's less and they're more competitive. There's more. Yeah, you're going to have to really compete and go even harder than before with finding jobs. And I see a lot of Gen Z out there who just got their degree. There's this trend on TikTok where people are saying, I got a Harvard degree and I can't find a job. I applied for 1,000 jobs. I did 10 interviews, and they still can't get a job. And I'm like, damn.
That's great.
And what can I say? You know what I mean? Like, it's way harder than it was a few years ago. So hang in there, go harder. There are jobs that are just way more competitive than they were before.
Yeah, real quick, let me try. I need to get on the back end of that. Especially if you just starting or got a few hours, try to go in the office. Because if you go in the office, you're going to cut out 95% of your competition. If you're trying to get in a remote game like me and him and this, man, we got 20 years. So that remote work, that's a rough game. And two is, and he knows this is, most government contracts are 5 years, but they're renewable every year, so they can cut it anytime they want. So that's the thing. Because I got tricked. I got lucky. Not so cool consulting company said, we got a 5-year contract. Oh, that's cool. I got there. It's like, yeah, it ends in 6 months. I'm like, so I was like, oh, I forgot. I need to put that in the question back. So, but I got lucky. They renewed it, and the contract got renewed. But I always remember, number one is those contracts are renewable every year. But two is, I would ask them, when is the end date of the contract? Once again, PBO was young and got tricked. I wasn't very happy. I almost punch him in the throat. No, go ahead, ConvoCourses.
Yeah.